morning. And I hope it's a beautiful day for you all today. Look outside, tell me what it's like. Once again, we have beautiful blue skies here in Manchester. Hello, everybody. Good morning. My name is Daniel Helenko. Welcome to the Conscious Catch-Up here on Monday, the 13th of April. Ooh. What is it like wherever you are? Elaine says it is sunny, windy, and blooming cold. It is warm and blue skies, and I haven't been outside yet, but it looks very nice here in Manchester anyway. Freddie says it is sunny. I hope it is nice wherever you are, people. Good morning to Angelita Guzman, Freddie Greenmantle. We have Elaine Hartley with us. We have Andrew Nearfew. I've never learned how to say your last name, Andrew. If you could tell me phonetically, I'd much appreciate it. We have Tanya Kapow Scooby. We have Steph and we have Cheryl Fielding. Lady Fielding is in the house. I dot my hat to you. What's the term? Dock. Do you dock a hat? Is that right? Something like that anyway. Well, good morning to everyone, one and all, wherever you are, for whatever reason you are. Good morning. Let me sort something out. There we go. It's that one, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay, so good morning, everyone. Anyway, Tanya says, yo, 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 yo. Neophytu. Is that right? Andrew Neophytu. I'm going to get that right now. I actually keep people's names in my phone phonetically. I have a thing about saying people's names correctly. My last name is Halenko, but you would be surprised how many people have no idea how to say it, even though it is said exactly as it's spelled. So everyone, my mum says you tip your hat. Doff your cap. Doff your cap. Doff. How does one doff a cap? I doff my cap, but I tip my hat. Well, not more queer than the English language, yeah. Okay, people, so we will always begin how we begin our whole entire life, which is with a beautiful breath. I always think of that scene out of The Matrix, but I imagine life is a little bit nicer than that scene out of The Matrix. However, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just as traumatic. Who knows? But we will always begin here anyway. So find yourself somewhere comfortable. Sit down, lie down, stand up, balance on one leg if you wish, and be like a tree. But we're going to have a couple of minutes of beautiful morning breath. So if I can please have your attention gazed inwards, that would be lovely. And let's take a moment to just center ourselves. Close your eyes. Take a breath in. And out. And let's do that again. Take a breath in. And out. And then take a breath in a bit slower this time whilst we raise the shoulders. Breathe in. Pause at the top and roll your shoulders back. And let it out with a really big sigh. Do that one more time. Breathe in. Roll the shoulders back. And breathe out with a sigh. And one last time. Breathe in and lift the shoulders up. A bit slower this time. Roll them back. And just pause there. And then let it out and let all of your body relax. And just take a couple of normal breaths. And just see how still you can feel inside the body. Only takes a couple of breaths to bring yourself back into your body at any time, any day, any place. Even if you're driving on a bus, it's just breathing. But if you are driving, please don't close your eyes. Thank you. A beautiful good morning as well to, we have Kirsty, we have Kunal with us as well. Good morning, everyone. Andrew says, yes, I have got his name correct. Winner, winner. Winner, winner. Kirsty, if you are still with us, I am formally inviting you to sing a song this week on my show because I'm now on repeat of my own music. So, although I have been writing some songs, so maybe they'll come out at some point. But I know enough people that perform and are actually professional musicians. I should probably start with them. So, as ever, why did I begin this? I began this so that I could run through a little bit of list of things which are on, which is this thing right here. So I made a simple system just that we could run through all the different things that were available for people to do every day, because lo and behold, some people are still bored. There is no need to be bored during this time because you always have yourself. Always have yourself. However, if being with yourself is not enough and you wish to do something or learn something, then we have this for you. So Mondays, beginnings of the week are always quite chocker. And I think today we have 18 different things on. 18 things today. So we've already missed a couple of the morning ones. We've got a lot of yoga in the morning. So the first things on today are 10:30 and 11. We've got 2 at 10:30 and 2 at 11. 10:30, we've got some different tapping. In fact, they're both the same, aren't they? Angelita's got it twice there. So Angelita, let me know which one you want. Do you want to keep the creative picture tapping or the talk picture tapping? Let me know. EFT tapping is a beautiful technique. You tapping on the body to help release, and relieve tension and stress from the body and various other emotions as well. It's a beautiful process. 11 o'clock, we have got two forms of fitness. We've got Pilates and we've got body weights, one with Julie Cowan, one with Scotty Pepper. 12 o'clock, we got the Gaga dancers. They're on every single day, 12 and 2 different forms of movement with the body. And at 12:30, we have two meditations today. We've got Lavinia Sanders and we have a guided meditation with the Tushita Buddhist Meditation Center. Julie is back on at 1 o'clock with her Pilates. Angelita wants to keep the creative one. So we're going to get rid of this one now. Perfecto. Julie's back on at 11 and at 1 o'clock, Monday to Friday, we have the one and only Cosmic Granny doing her guided meditation at 1:11. Now, we always have our usual break sometime between 2 and 5. I don't know why, other than everyone's probably having dinner. And then we have 5 rhythms, which is a beautiful process, 5 different types of dancing to get the body moving. That's at 7 o'clock, followed very shortly afterwards with Mara Menzies at 7, which is story time, not just for kids. So that's stories for you and for your children. And then at 9:30, we have Masha Bennett, which is story times for adults. So if you're interested in a story for yourself into the evening, then you can check in on that. And at 10 o'clock, we round off the day with some beautiful yoga to send you off into a soothing sleep. Quick check on tomorrow morning. We got Tim doing some breath work at 7. We got yoga at 7:30 and another yoga at 7:45. And then on Tuesdays as well, there's always a talk with Bright Sky at 10 o'clock. So plenty to be doing today and tomorrow. No excuses for not doing something. You will find in the description above, you'll find a link to the whole week. You'll find a link to just for today, which is Monday. And you'll also find a link for a form. And that form is for you or for anyone else that you know to put your thing onto there as well. Probably getting about 10 to 15 people a day that are accessing the list. So there's people that are going on there that are clicking on links, that are looking at things. So if you're wanting more people to come to your workshop, whatever you're putting on, if you want to help a friend of yours, pass along the links and they can just fill them out. It all runs itself. It all automates itself, which is the whole point of why I set it up. And if you want to help me fill it, or if you want to help me manage it, I would love some support. The idea is that it's meant to be nice and simple. Okay, so what else do we have on for you today? We have quick check in as well. Oh, we got Kathleen Hamilton joining us as well. Good morning, Kathleen. You've got plenty of people that are creative. If you want someone to sing on my show, please do pass them across. I'm going to have a specific link just for artists as well. And if you've got anybody that wants to put in their offering of whatever they're doing, fill in the links above. I'm going to offer it out to as many communities as I can. That would be awesome. So today's topic is, would the caterpillar ever believe it would be a butterfly? Very interesting concept, because right now, I did a talk on this with Bright Sky the other day, and we are going through a very interesting shift right now. And if you know anything about caterpillars, a caterpillar will eat, I think it's something like 50 times or 500 times its body weight, and can devour a whole environment that it's in before it goes into a chrysalis to form a butterfly. And I was linking in the talk that I was doing, I was linking that as kind of a little bit like humans. We devour everything around us and we consume all of the natural resources. And at any point, if you were to just look at a caterpillar and had no idea of its future, you could easily say that it's not really serving. It's actually eating a lot of the greenery. It's not populating flowers or plants, as far as I know anyway. And you could do the same for humans. But then there comes a point where the caterpillar will form into a chrysalis. Now, in that moment, if you know anything to do with cymatics, cymatics is the study of vibration made visible. Sound made visible. And they make very, very, very beautiful shapes. But there is a point between, I can just show you actually, because I've still bring this up. I might as well show you. There is a point They're actually quite complex. Let's pick some that are a bit less complex. Go, these will do. So do you see the shapes like the bottom left shape and the top in the middle? When the when the energy is low, when the frequency is low, the complexity of the shape is lesser. And as the frequency increases, as the amount of energy held in the frequency increases, the shape begins to change. And as the frequency increases, the complexity of the shape increases. So you can see the one that's at the center in the middle. That'll have the highest note to it. And it's as if the complexity of the shape needs to increase to contain the amount of energy that's held within the frequency. You barely notice the shape changing as it goes through its shifts, but it does change. And in that moment when it changes, it breaks down for a single moment and actually is a bit of chaos. I like to think of systems as ordered chaos. And when a system can't contain the chaos, we get what I call chaos overspill. And I kind of think that's what's happening with everything that we're seeing around us right now. I think that we're in a space where the traditional systems of complexity that we have are, or the traditional systems that we have to contain the chaos that we have around the world, are breaking down to the point that they can no longer contain what would have been chaos. It can no longer create order out of chaos. And if you think about it from a butterfly perspective, the butterfly forms a chrysalis. Now it actually completely eats itself from inside out. It breaks down from the inside out until it forms mush. And apparently it is how they discover this, I don't know, but it's meant to be one of the most painful processes that the caterpillar undergoes. And it has to go through this process in order to become a butterfly. Now, would a caterpillar choose to go through that pain if it knew it was going to experience that pain in order to become the butterfly, if it knew it was going to become the butterfly? I don't know. Would human beings? Some would and some wouldn't. But it's this idea that we're all right now, especially with this self isolation, in a chrysalis stage. We're in a chrysalis part of our experience right now where we are cocooned with inside our own environment, whatever that might be. And we're going through a process. Now, we're not necessarily turning to liquid putrefied mush, but many of us are having to face things that we've never faced before and facing problems we've never faced before, facing our emotions, being at home with our significant other if you're not used to that, being at home with your children so much if you're not used to that. There can be a lot of experiences that we're going through which can be considered the dark night of the soul, or could just be really challenging for us, or really enjoy it. But it's this point that we're all caterpillars going through this experience. And I don't believe that the caterpillar understands that it's going to be a butterfly. And I don't believe many of us understand what our true potential can be. I don't think we really understand how much stuff we carry that if we let go, we can literally turn into the butterfly and fly off at the end. But to become the butterfly, we must go through this stage. We have to go through this stage where we completely reform, where from a cymatics perspective, the container that holds us, which would have been the caterpillar, or it could be our own energy body, has to break down in order to allow a greater amount of complexity to form. And I think it's a really good, I think it's a really powerful analogy for us all to be aware of, that whilst we're going through this, is to know that we will become the butterfly at the end. But in order to do that, we have to go through this period. We have to experience what we're experiencing to be able to form a greater amount of complexity of our system, to become greater human beings. And this is why so many of the things that happened to you in the past that were really difficult, now they've made you who you are. But at the time, they're really difficult processes to go through. But if you didn't go through them then, you would have only had to go through them again. And if you'd never gone through them, you wouldn't be who you are today. You wouldn't be able to share that experience with someone else. There's a reason elders are revered in different cultures and have been done and have done for thousands of years, is because as an elder, you've gone through so many experiences that as a younger person, we can receive that wisdom and that insight. We've lost it a little bit in the West, but I do believe it's coming back. But it's this idea that You don't get to the honorable space of being an elder without having gone through an array of different experiences. So, would the caterpillar ever believe it would be a butterfly? I don't think so. And would most human beings understand their truest potential of what they're capable of? I don't think so. But we have one thing the butterfly doesn't have, which is conscious awareness. We have a prefrontal cortex capable of asking ourselves questions, of observing ourselves and understanding that I am a human being and I can choose to think thoughts and I can choose to conceptualize and abstractly think about something. There are very few animals on the planet that are even aware of themselves as a human, that are aware of themselves as a being that can look in a mirror and not see a threat, but see themselves. Very few, very few animals. So I think it's a powerful concept to understand that we are going through a process all of the time. And I think this is a very specific time when we're going through a specific process. Many people would underestimate or would overestimate what they can achieve in a day, but they underestimate what they can achieve in a lifetime, because it's during that lifetime that we will go through multiple versions of caterpillar to butterfly, caterpillar to chrysalis to butterfly, many times over. And right now is a beautiful time where we can all understand that we're inside a chrysalis and that we're experiencing and feeling things, but we will emerge a beautiful flying butterfly. Thank you. So before we crack on, Kathleen says, yes, she definitely will. Thank you very much. We have Avril Elliott with us as well. Hello, Avril. I hope you're good. So before we carry on, I wanted to share with y'all one more thing, which was, when I find it, would help if I had it set up in advance, wouldn't it? One of my friends has been she runs a company called Amaze Bowls. And if you are in Manchester, please do check her out. She is doing cakes with free delivery around Manchester. They're beautiful. They are vegan. They are gluten-free. They are sugar-free. They are, oh, that's the wrong person. And they are raw. If you're interested in some lovely, beautiful cakes, please do let me know. This is what they look like. They're stunning. So she's doing drop-offs in and around Manchester. She does 4 or 5 different types of cake. She does Amaze Bowls as well, which is where she first started out. So if you want a bit of a celebration or you just want a naughty treat that's actually really good for you, then please do check her out. The link's in the description. Blah, 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 blah. The link is in the description above. So please get in touch with her. And if you're interested, see what you can get. All right, everyone. So we are coming to the end of the show. Only 2 more things left to do. Welcome everyone who is listening on Kotori as well. I can see that that is happening. I don't have it up at the minute. So if you are commenting or anything like that, I do apologize and I can't see exactly who's there. But good morning to you all anyway. So this morning, I'm singing a song called The Queen of the Universe by Mark Mabon. It's a beautiful, fun, fast song. I love singing this song. I sang it a couple of weeks ago. And I thought I would do it again for you now. Testing. And we're on. The queen of the universe shines in the stars, her wind and the breath on my skin. Her hand turns a cycle of death and rebirth, hold the scales of all goodness and sin. So white call the sun, white call the stars, white call the moon and the earth. If you don't take a stand, take your place in God's plan. Live life said to live life in gold, in the depths of your soul, and shine like the star that you are. She said to live life in gold, in the depths of your soul, and shine like the star that you are. The queen of the universe shines in the stars, the wind and the breath and her skin. Her hand does a cycle of death and rebirth, hold the scales of all goodness and sin. So why call the sun, why call the stars, why call the moon and the earth? If you don't take a stand, take the place in God's plan, and live life for all that it's worth. She said to live life in gold, in the depths of your soul, and shine like the star that you are. She said to live life in gold, in the depths of your soul, and shine like the star that you are. And that is The Queen of the Universe by Mark Mammon, sung by me. Okay, guys, so that is all for today. As ever, I hope you can see everything that is on in all the descriptions and the links above. If you know someone who wants to sing, dance, perform, anything like that, I'm always interested in different things that we can do at the end of the show. If you know anybody that performs or does any offerings or anything like that, business or life related, use the link above. It's starting to split out slowly now. So we've got a business section and we have a life section, and I'm going to try and push that on this week. We're going to finish off today's We Ever Do with a beautiful bit of breath work to finish off. If you've never done breath work, now is a perfect opportunity for you to do so. Okay. Find yourself somewhere comfortable. Just give the body a little shake. And I want you to breathe in for the count of 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out. 2, 3, 6. Hold. And breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. Just try and continue that at your own pace. Nice, gentle, regulated breath. Becoming aware of how your body feels today. Feeling good? Do you have any pains? Just to check in. Become aware if you're holding any tension. Relax the face. Relax your shoulders. Relax your legs if you're holding them tense. And your jaw. Relax your arms and your hands. Just relax. There's nothing else to do right now. Just breathe. Enjoy the sensation of the cold air as it reaches your nose and the warm air as it leaves. And if you haven't done so already, I invite you to lift both your arms up, put them around yourself. Just give yourself a nice big hug and say, I love you. We'd all live in a more beautiful world. We all learn to love each other and ourselves first. You're welcome to remain with your eyes closed and continue to breathe if you wish. A beautiful good morning to Sally and to Lisa. We're finishing now, but I hope you managed to catch the breath work at the end. Thank you to everyone for joining me on this conscious catch up this morning. My name is Daniel Halenko, and I wish you all a beautiful day. Namaste.